Hey, what's up, bro? Speed 711 here, playing Fortnite, still the Brainrot. Check out this Brainrot machine.
Chimpanzini, Watermelonini, Kingini.
Awesome. Got the Carnival, Chimpanzini, Kingini, Watermelonini. 200 million a second. And this is what I put in the Brainrot machine to get that. After the event yesterday, I got a duel with a pumpkin trait. So that rotated my Carnival Sacro Cabro out of my base. It's 32 million a second. But I also just threw a mix of other things in there. So I really lucked out to have all that fused into this Carnival Kingini.
Chimpanzini, Watermelonini, Kingini.
200 million a second. That's the best thing on my base now. So gotta rotate something else out, which would probably be a Bicicleterina, a girl bike. Got two neon girl bikes, so I'll rotate one of those out. Make room for this Carnival Chimpanzini.
Anpali Babel. Anpali Babel.
Got enough going on here for a neon fuse. I'll throw that in there with the girl bike. Should be a 70%, 75% chance neon for the next fuse. Neon Sacro in there. All these other neons that were downstairs. Trying to see what it'll get us up to as far as what secrets will become available. We had this girl bike. Only a 20% chance at do. So at 75% chance for neon, those, usually go in your favor, but at this chance, in this case, it did not. Got the diamond bike, so it's kind of where the base is at, except we got rid of one of those neon girl bikes. So we got the two kings down here now, Chimpanzinis, Carnival in the gold with lightning. Most of our La Grandes down here. I think 40 million a second is the lowest thing I've got in the base right now. The Carnival La Grande. This is where we moved all our bike variants. And then as well as I'll show getting the Neon 67 as well, coming out of a secret lucky rot box. That's kind of where the base is at now. Moving some things around. Brainrot machine is hit and miss. Sometimes it's really good like that, other times not so much. I'll show you some of those clips.
Piccione macchina. Ketchuru and mosturu.
Also with the admin abuse yesterday, I'm not going to show a video on that because it was kind of meh. But I will show the me using those two codes. So this is before the event. So you had a neon loadout here. That's pretty much what I've been trying to do. Save up enough neons to load up the Brainrot machine.
Chicleteira bicicleteira.
That got me the neon bike. So that was a win. Got enough neon to try that again. 75% neon between a Hotspot and a Chicletera.
Bot Hotspot.
That time we got the neon Hotspot, so the lowest tier, but at least it was neon. That was the first one I got too, so I needed that frame index, but I did get a few more of those since then.
Frogino Assassino. Anpali Babel.
Just throw them back in the Brainrot machine.
6-7.
6-7, I did keep that in the base. The Neon 6-7, also still got the Aqua 6-7 as well. So holding on to those until we get something better to rotate them out. But several things below that, so we'll probably have those 6-7s for a while.
Dul dul dul.
You can see that loadout went to the dual default, so not always hitting on the indexes. And this is after the event. So you can see I got several of these with the traits on them.
Tralalero tralala. La vaca Saturno Saturnita. Brr este patipum.
When I went to the event, I actually went with was 4 players in there trying to see if the lobby would be better. And it was no better than if I went in there solo. So whatever Ferins is saying about lobby level increases the chance, it just don't feel like it.
Pot hotspot.
That's where we got another neon pot hotspot. We'll just throw that back in there. And this is, I think this is where I messed up. Let's see. I believe this is where I messed up. So you see that default bike at the end? Well, in the other corner I have a Galaxy bike. No, I didn't mean to put the Galaxy bike in there. I meant to put the default bike in there. So later when I get back to my base, I'm gonna realize that Galaxy bike isn't there anymore, and then I start looking around wondering where I moved it, and I can't find it, and I threw it in here by accident. That was supposed to be the default bike. So mistake. So I lost the Galaxy bike. I wanna use those codes. So this is to skip the machine cooldown that we got at the admin abuse yesterday. Skip the cooldown.
Dul dul dul.
That's where we got the diamond dul with the pumpkin trait. So that's 66 million a second. So I'm keeping that in the base. I'm gonna load this secret into the machine with this pin code. And we just got the Los Couples. At least it was the neon. I usually don't like that code because if I get a turbo in there, I don't usually play with things that low, so I wish we could delete them. But couldn't figure out how to delete them. Even though it says delete, you can't delete those, so it's such a pain, but you got to use them. So I just loaded up with a few more neons. Add in a bike for good measure. Trying to boost it up to a higher tier, but it's that default bike that I still had left over.
Ketchuru and Mosturu. Anpali Babel.
Il sacro cabro spaghetti mistico.
So that Tokyo event that just ended, I did get the neon sacro cabro.
Chicleteira bicicleteira.
And then all I did on that last pull was pretty much upgrade from a default bike to a diamond bike. But I'm going to throw this in there with that Sacro Cabro that just rotated out of my base. You know, that doodle we just put up there. I also had just a mix of other things I'd gotten. You can see I got the lightning on the golem and just a mix. I believe that's is that a neon ketchup mustard? Can't tell. Anyways, we'll throw all that in there. So I really looked out to get that Carnival Kingini off of that mix.
Chimpanzini, Watermelonini, Kingini.
Because I wasn't even trying hard for the Carnival index, just had that one Carnival Sacro Cabra in there. So that is how that played out. Getting my base upgraded. So if you went to admin abuse yesterday, I hope you got something good and good luck with it. Alright, bruh.